What is up, guys? Today we got a new Fortnite update or hotfix, and we got a few new items added to the game and a few new augments. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think of this update and these changes. So in this update, we got the sticky grenade launcher, EMP grenades, and then we got 4 new augments, or 3 new augments and 1 unvaulted one. For starters, the sticky grenade launcher is, as it implies, it shoots a grenade that sticks to surfaces, and then it kind of has like a timed detonation. The purple one will do 70 damage, the gold one will do 74, and it does have a bit of like a countdown timer. It's not like it instantly blows up, which matters. And the explosive radius didn't seem to be the largest. You can shoot this onto cars, and anybody in the car will take damage, similar to the explosive repeater, but I really didn't like my time using this weapon. The explosive radius wasn't the largest. The travel time of the rocket wasn't the greatest. The timer that it takes for it to blow up wasn't the greatest. Like, if you wanted to shockwave up and then shoot down on people in zero build with this, I don't think it was the best option for that. Where I was most impacted by this when playing was when I had bunkers set up and then another player was just spamming my bunker with this rocket launcher. It will destroy cover incredibly fast, and in builds it will probably destroy builds incredibly well. But as far as just like using it like how we've seen with, you know, the repeater in the past, or the RPG in the past, or the goo gun in the past, I don't think it works as good for that. The new EMP grenades do, however. So these can be found in floor loot, chests, and heist bags, and they're little EMP grenades, and they do shield damage as well. They'll do 70 shield damage per grenade that hits. It doesn't have the best like radius, but it does have, you know, a somewhat forgiving radius, and you can throw these pretty quick. Like, you could shockwave up, throw 2 of these down on somebody, that's 140 shield removed from them, and then you're landing on them and they have 110 HP max. I think this is going to be very, very, very broken in zero build. A lot of times today I used this, and the player that I used it against had pretty much no ability to play the game afterwards. It's just very rough to play against. Very similar to what we saw in Chapter 3 in Zero Build with the boogie bombs. A lot of times players would just shockwave up, throw the boogie bomb as they're landing on the person, and then pump them, finish them off. This, shockwave up, throw 2 of these down on somebody, 140 shield damage. Now they have basically no shield. If you didn't hit them before, they have 10, but it's just very broken. These also disable cars. If you throw an EMP grenade at a car, the player won't be able to go anywhere anymore, which is pretty busted. And they also disable other electronics on the map. So things like the turrets and the new POIs, the business turret that players can throw out, this will disable. The lasers in the new POIs, the cameras, all of that stuff will get disabled because of this EMP, I believe for 25 seconds. So the EMP is very good in zero build. I would highly recommend using it. It's just very overpowered, similar to what we saw last season with the repeater. You just go up, throw these down on somebody. You don't need any aim skill at all, really, and there's not much the other person can do about it. The main counter to this will be similar to what we saw with the repeater, where like if someone's shockwaving up, you want to shockwave yourself as well. That way you're not just on ground level. And they are very spammable because of one of the new augments, and that is going to be high voltage. This instantly gives you a business turret and Shield Breaker EMPs. And then each elimination you get gives you 2 more EMP nades. And this even works on the henchmen and the bosses. And like I talked about, they do 70 shield damage. And so 2 of them is enough to basically take out the entirety of your opponent's shield in zero build. And you're going to get 2 back from getting that elimination anyway. So it is incredibly spammable. Just shockwave EMP, it's going to take over the game in zero build. I think there's not much that can be done against it, unfortunately. The other augments that were added today are going to be explosive surplus. This makes it to where containers you open will always have rocket ammo, and then you gain rockets when you obtain this augment. So it's similar to on the go bag, where you get a mobility item from every container. It's just now you'll get rockets in addition to whatever you would have gotten out of the container as well. And so this works on, you know, the vegetable baskets, chests, ammo boxes, anything you can open will give you rockets. And this obviously pairs well with the new sticky nade launcher, but it also pairs very well with the shockwave launcher if you're able to obtain that, because it's just easier to stay topped up on shockwaves. And the shockwave launcher was already insane because you could carry basically 18 shockwaves, 6 in the mag, and then your 12 reserve rockets. But now getting rockets is going to be even easier because of this augment, and they also just increase the rocket spawn rate across the board. So rockets are going to be more plentiful on the map. in general, but with this augment as well, the shockwave launcher got a lot better in this update. And if you pair that with the EMP nades, it's going to be inconvenient for your opponents to play the game, because you basically have an unlimited shockwave launcher with how easy it is to get rockets, and then you basically have unlimited EMPs if you're able to eliminate people. So unfortunately, I think we're kind of progressing away from a more standard meta. Another augment that was added in this update is going to be Storm Chaser. This reduces the amount of energy you use while sprinting, and this works to an even greater effect while you're in the storm. So essentially, this just means you'll be able to sprint for longer, and if you're in the storm, you'll be able to sprint for even longer. Cool. Not, you know, the most busted augment ever, but it's something that'll be like a nice little benefit to have for sure. And then roaming redeploy was also unvaulted in this update. This is the augment that gives you the ability to redeploy if you are impervious to fall damage. So I would have liked to see them just unvault the traditional redeploy augment, just the one that allows you to redeploy whenever. I think we have a lot of mobility in the game right now, and it really wouldn't be that insane to have redeploy. And I know a lot of players have been not very happy about fighting island and then getting knocked off by people with the new rocket ram. So if you had redeploy, you would be able to avoid that. But with the roaming redeploy augment, you only get it when you're impervious to fall damage anyways, so it doesn't really help in that situation. So those are the main changes in this update. We got the sticky nade launcher. I don't think it's very good personally, especially when EMP nades are in the game. If they didn't add both of these in the same update, then maybe the sticky launcher would be worth using. But for how I would use the sticky nade launcher, the EMPs just work better, I think. The EMPs are very good. You can use them to destroy people's shield, and as you're shockwaving on somebody, just throw down 70 shield damage over and over again. It's incredibly broken. And then also there is the added utility of being able to disable cars, which is very nice, or any of the other electronics. I would like to see them nerf the shield damage on this nade, and then have it as more of like a utility, because it would still be pretty good. We got the new augment, Storm Chaser, high voltage, roaming redeploy, and explosive surplus. And then also there is a glitch in the game where if you EMP vending machines, I don't know how long this is going to stick around, but if you EMP a vending machine, it'll turn red for a few seconds and then spit out gold. And this sometimes drops in stacks of 100, and it also sometimes drops in stacks of 50. So if you are desperate for gold and don't want to carry the EMPs, this is something you can do. I had a clip on screen kind of showing someone collect gold that sent it to me. But yeah, that is it for this update. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm going to let the gameplay play out of a 20 kill game I got today in the new update, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I think I may have just heard somebody. Yeah. I think I heard like the slap effect expire. True. Running up all these mountains and running in the storm. Got even more mud on my feet from that. That was another rare skin, by the way. It was like the first ever PlayStation Plus skin. Not like ultra rare, but like you had to be playing the game in the early days. Like it was free if you had PS Plus. What's up, Gov? But I don't know. I don't think PS Plus was required to play this game, so it's not like everybody had it. Can I please just do what I would like with my character? Sheesh. I got no grip on me because I ain't got no shoes. This guy does not want to die. GG's. Bro, that was the most just stressful 20 kill game I've ever gotten in my life. Like, after a while, like, there's like a few decent players I had fought in that lobby. And like, usually after like 4 or 5 decent players, it's like, okay, the rest of the lobby is going to be free. That's just like typically how things go. No. Also, 51% accuracy that game somehow. GG's. Where's my damage taken? 1264.